Stop pleasing everyone. Start living for real. Here's something nobody tells you about being everyone's favorite person. It's exhausting. You become a full-time emotional concierge, always picking up everyone else's mess while your own pile grows in a corner, ignored. You wake up every morning instantly putting on your social armor. Before your feet even hit the ground, you're already rehearsing the conversations you might have. Softening your tone, adjusting your words, trimming your truth so it doesn't take up too much space. You start managing other people's emotions, avoiding conflict, saying what sounds nice, and suffocating what's real. You move through your day like a diplomat in a minefield, terrified that honesty might blow everything up. And then you wonder why you're tired. We've turned people-pleasing into a survival skill. You craft perfect messages, overanalyze your tone, and apologize for existing before you've even done anything wrong. It's like being a human chameleon, except you forgot what your original color ever was. Here's a truth nobody wants to face. People-pleasing pleases no one. It only makes you invisible. Think of the people you actually respect. Are they the ones who approve everything? Or the ones who stand firm in their convictions? The ones who tell you the truth, even when it stings? Exactly. The need to please looks like kindness, but it's really fear disguised as a polite smile. You don't want to lose love. You don't want to face conflict. But when you spend your life making everyone else comfortable, you abandon yourself. And every time you do, your self-worth erodes a little more. Right now, you probably have 3 situations in your life where you're saying yes, but thinking no. You smile while frustration burns behind your teeth. You nod while your stomach tightens. You call it being nice. But the truth, it's self-erasure. You weren't born to be an echo. You weren't born to be convenient. And you certainly weren't born to be a doormat in someone else's story. Your life isn't a democracy where everyone gets a vote. It's sovereign territory. Your territory. The paradox of self-centered selflessness. What if I told you the most altruistic people in the world are the ones who live for themselves? Sounds selfish, doesn't it? But think about it. The teacher who changed your life didn't bend themselves to your comfort. The friend who told you the truth didn't worry about being liked. The leader who inspired you didn't shrink to fit in. They all had one thing in common: integrity. When you're aligned, your actions are authentic, your words carry weight, and your presence nourishes others effortlessly. You radiate energy instead of chasing approval. Living for yourself doesn't mean ignoring others. It means leading from fullness, acting from a grounded, solid, real place. You no longer beg for crumbs of validation. You offer what's real. It's like trying to light a room with a dying lamp. You can't brighten anyone if your own battery is drained. People-pleasing is a disguised form of control. You adapt, mold, twist yourself to avoid rejection. But authenticity says, I will be myself, and I trust that the right people will stay. That requires courage, not conformity. When you stop chasing approval, you stop attracting parasites. You start attracting equals. Your energy becomes steady, powerful, undeniable. Authenticity doesn't need to shout, it's magnetic. And here's the paradox. When you choose yourself, you can give more freely. Your yes means something. Your presence means something. Your love means something, because it's real. The overflowing cup principle. If airlines tell you to put on your oxygen mask first, it's because if you suffocate, you can't save anyone. Fill your own cup first, and it will naturally overflow to others. When your cup is empty, you give from resentment, obligation, and guilt. You end up drained, bitter, secretly angry at the people you were trying to help. You think they're ungrateful? But the truth is, you gave what you didn't have. We recharge our phones every day, yet let our souls run at 2% battery. We protect our screens with tempered glass, but let people smash our energy for free. Living authentically means asking, what fills me and what drains me, and having the courage to protect that energy. It's not selfishness, it's emotional hygiene. Maybe for the first time you'll realize you don't owe the world your exhaustion. You owe it your vitality. A full cup never asks permission to pour. It does so naturally. Rest isn't laziness, it's maintenance. Joy isn't a luxury, it's fuel. Boundaries aren't walls. They're energy management systems. Do an energy audit. Write down 5 things that lift you and 5 that drain you. Then compare that list to your calendar. If there's little overlap, your problem isn't time, it's boundaries. Fix that, and your life will start breathing again. The magnetic energy effect. Some people walk into a room and everyone feels it, not because they're loud, but because they're whole. They don't beg for validation. They radiate stability. Authentic people are magnetic because they don't make you responsible for their emotions. They stopped outsourcing their happiness. They're not chasing attention. They generate gravity. But people pleasers, they're like emotional salespeople, constantly pitching themselves to be approved. Do you like me? Am I good enough? It's exhausting, and it pushes people away. Because neediness repels. Wholeness attracts. When you stop performing, your energy changes. You no longer enter a room seeking acceptance. You enter knowing you belong. You realize you don't need validation to exist. You're already here. You're already worthy. Your presence is enough, the permission to be yourself. Here's the ticket you've been waiting for. You have full permission to be yourself, not the edited version, not the convenient version, the real one. We wait for others to validate us, but that's like waiting for the weather to give you permission to go outside. Honoring your truth isn't rude, it's responsible. Pretending is the real betrayal. When you begin living your truth, you may lose some people, but you gain yourself, and that trade is always worth it. Your truth may make some people uncomfortable, but it frees the ones meant to walk beside you. The people who belong in your life will never ask you to shrink. Example: thanks for the invitation. It's not possible for me this time. Short, calm, clear, no essays, no guilt. Clarity is a form of kindness. For both sides. Discovering your personal mission. You have a mission no one else on this planet can fulfill. It's written in your experiences, your wounds, your quirks, your obsessions, but people-pleasing keeps it buried. The people who changed history weren't liked. They were authentic. They said no to conformity and yes to their purpose. The world doesn't need another person who says yes to everything. It needs someone who burns from within. Ask yourself, what would I create if I no longer needed permission? That question is the compass of your purpose. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be real. Purpose often starts as a whisper before it roars. Follow the breadcrumbs, the topics you can't stop thinking about, the problems you want to solve, the joy that makes you lose track of time. Build a small daily practice around it. 10 minutes done consistently beats 3 hours done once a month. Boundaries as bridges. Boundaries aren't walls. They are bridges that allow honest connection. They tell the world, here's where I end and where you begin. Saying that doesn't work for me isn't cruelty. It's clarity. Boundaries filter noise. They don't push people away. They reveal who deserves to stay. Every healthy relationship needs them. Without boundaries, there's no trust. Just resentment disguised as politeness. 3 levels of boundaries. Time, what you say yes, no to in your schedule energy, what you allow into your mental, emotional space access, who can be close to you and under what conditions. If you don't define them, life will define them for you, and rarely in your favor. The revolution of choice and responsibility. Every moment of your life is shaped by your choices, not by luck. Even when everything collapses, you still choose the meaning you give things. Victims wait to be saved, leaders create direction. Responsibility isn't guilt, it's power. It's saying, "This is my life. I'm the one holding the wheel." When you stop outsourcing your happiness, you become untouchable. People can hurt you, but they can no longer control you. Every yes and every no is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Choose deliberately. Choose as if it matters, because it does. Micro choices create macro destinies. 5 minutes of scrolling versus 5 minutes of walking. A call to complain versus 1 page of journaling. The reflexive yes versus the aligned no. Your day is the canvas. Your decision is the brush. Paint wisely. Managing your emotional energy. Be the CEO of your energy. Observe what drains you, what nourishes you, what feels false, what feels true. Protect your peace as if it were sacred, because it is. Emotional exhaustion isn't a mystery. It's the tax you pay when you try to control what doesn't belong to you. Other people's emotions are not your job. Stop managing them. Start mastering your own. You can't serve clarity with a foggy mind. Recharge, recenter, recover. 5 quick resets. Slow breathing for 1 minute. Touch something cold. Step into sunlight. Put your phone in another room. Write a 2-sentence plan for the next hour. Simple doesn't mean small. Simple means powerful and repeatable. Mastering authentic communication. Speak your truth with calm, not cruelty. Communication isn't about domination. It's about direction. Truth without kindness is brutality. Kindness without truth is manipulation. Real connection requires both. Silence may keep the peace, but truth builds it. Say what you mean, and mean what you say. Framework. Situation, feeling, need, request. When X happens, situation, I feel Y, feeling. I need Z, need. Would you be willing to do A, request? Clear, adult, actionable. No guessing games, no emotional charades. Authenticity in the present moment. Authenticity isn't a destination. It's a daily decision. Every time you choose honesty over performance, you evolve. Every time you say no to fake peace, you grow stronger. Mindfulness isn't just meditation. It's awareness. It's catching yourself mid-people pleasing and gently saying, "Not this time." When you live authentically, you silently give others permission to do the same. Growth hurts, but regret hurts longer. You're not here to fit in. You're here to stand out. Because truth resonates louder than approval. Daily anchors. 3 lines in a journal. What I'm grateful for, what I'm building, what I now refuse. 10 conscious breaths before difficult conversations. 1 courageous boundary per week. Repeat until it becomes your foundation. The silent revolution. Maybe the greatest rebellion we have left isn't noise, but presence. Being real in a fake world is the most powerful statement you can make. Stop performing for applause. Start living in alignment. When you stop chasing validation, you begin to feel peace. So next time you feel the urge to please, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, what do I really want right now? And whatever the answer is, honor it. If it makes someone uncomfortable, good. Growth always does. And if you made it this far, remember, the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs real ones. What you must remember: You don't need to become hard. You need to become clear. Work. Scope creep. To maintain quality and deadlines, let's keep X for this version and plan Y for the next one. You protect execution without apologizing for being professional. Work. Constant emergencies. I'm already committed to A and B. If C becomes the priority, what should I deprioritize? You return prioritization to where it belongs. Family. Repeated favors. I love you and I want to help, but not in this way or at this rhythm. Here's what I can offer. Love with boundaries remains love. Without boundaries, it becomes debt. Friends. Imposed plans. I love seeing you. I won't be available this week. Let's schedule next week. No novel. Clear, kind, firm. Couple. 24/7 availability. I'm available between X and Y. Outside of that, I recharge so I can be present when we talk. Intimacy grows when each person self-regulates. Social. Constant DMs. Thanks for your message. For personalized advice, here are my slots. Services. You create a frame that protects your focus. Events. Are you coming when you're exhausted? Not this time. I'm recharging. Have fun. Recharging equals responsibility, not selfishness. Like and share this video with someone who needs it and subscribe to keep growing.